Hi everyone, I'm blind.
That was a tad early. Hi everybody, welcome back to Shield Studio, aka The Dragon's Den, with your host, The Dragon Mom, and with Dragon Dad.
Ow.
He had a piece of pepper on his hand and decided to rub his eye.
Oh man, that'll wake you up. Whoa. Burns so good. Oh. Alright, Kratos, come on. Speaking of burning,
Yes.
let's go burn some people.
We are pushing through favorite franchise Mondays.
Now we just need to figure out
I'm thinking Digimon games next. What do y'all think?
Has to be
Like
somewhere.
Digimon Survive, Digimon Cyber Sleuth, like the good ones.
Yeah, because I told him he could play whatever game he wants as long as he keeps playing with me.
And I mean, if it's an excuse to play video games and be able to sit next to my wife, I mean, it's win-win, only she loses.
I don't really lose because then you're playing the game for me. I just get to sit there and marvel at the story.
Yeah, but then you have to deal with me.
I deal with you on a daily basis. It's nothing new.
Did we already... Yes, we already upgraded before we did anything last time at the end.
Yeah.
We should be good. Okay, good. Alright, place underground. Oop.
Drink water.
Oh,
Become.
my new follower said to hydrate. Let me go get a water bottle.
Hello! Welcome to the Dragon's Den.
What is that, Scottish?
No, this is, Cockney.
Oh, like,
British.
yeah.
Yeah. This is what you'd get in, I think it's like, they call it Southern England or, like, Northern England.
Is it anything like that, Thank God You're Here game that we watched with the tiny yellow man?
How do I do this? Oh, this is not what I'm supposed to be doing.
Oh, with a heart! Thank you so much for sending a heart.
This is not...
I grabbed my water bottle, so I shall hydrate right now.
No, dang it, woman, not you. Kid, I made a mistake. Stop it. Darn it, now we gotta go all the way down. Went to the wrong door. I need the door that had the key spot on it that the dwarves just made. Hi, Tyr. I love your hat.
He looks like Santa Claus.
Actually, Santa Claus is based in Norse mythology.
Yeah, I know.
He's supposed
So
to
are
be
the
Odin.
trees and all the other stuff you guys do.
Yeah, Santa's actually Odin, to be specific, is what they believe is the origin of it. However, that's not exactly the origin of it. That's the origin of some of the theories of Santa, like the traveling on a reindeer comes from his horse Slipnir, and the concept of the bearded man comes from him, and the concept of the
I was once told that the
gifts
three...
and the shoes that you do for some people's traditions, that comes from Norse practice, giving gifts to Slipnir the horse, while Odin brings you gifts.
My thing was, I was always told the concept of, like, Santa and giving gifts came from the three wise men who gave gifts to Jesus.
Oh, that is actually a part of it. Yeah, that's the Christian practice during Christmas and giving gifts. That comes from that origin of the birth of Christ.
Yeah.
But the concept of the name, however, Santa Claus, comes from Saint Nicholas,
Look at this.
who was a.
Atreus told you to look at something.
Oh.
Where's your kid?
I think I abandoned him. All right, he'll pop up eventually.
I love how my microphone is picking you up, like, so profusely, but I'm purposely trying to keep, like, mine this way and yours towards you. But nah, we can't be on two opposite sides of a couch. It's not gonna stretch that far. Plus,
Sorry.
you'd have to
Oh, look,
turn,
there he is.
turn
He's
it down.
hiding. What?
We have to turn you down a little.
Gotta turn me down?
Yes, you're a little too loud. You're almost in the
Why
red.
didn't you do that 5 years ago?
It wasn't in the marriage certificate.
You know, when they say, does anybody, you know, have anything to say before the marriage, that's when you're supposed to speak up. This man is a psychopath. I changed my mind.
Or, I hope you know what you're getting into.
No.
You better satisfy the wife.
Yeah, nobody told me that wives required so much,
Attention?
attention. Yeah, that's the word for it, yeah.
We're inside. But what is this place?
Your guess is as good as mine, little brother.
Then why do we even have you here, Mimir?
I mean, he knows most things. Are you trying to remember your controls?
I just like
Should I
that
shoot it?
instant turnaround.
Yes. See, even Atreus was like, dude.
The tree! We're underneath the realm travel room. But why is the floor on the ceiling?
Kid,
Those realm doors
it's still a
seem to
ceiling.
mirror the ones
It's not a
above.
floor. You would still call it a ceiling, even if it once was the floor. It's the ceiling. Anything above you is the ceiling, and anything below you is the floor. You can't make the floor the ceiling, because then it becomes the ceiling. There's no floor. Actually, existential crisis
There's
avoided.
something up there.
Up there. Tyr used the same magic to protect the Black Rune. The clue we seek may be inside.
Huh. Right next to the Udanon door.
Interesting. But can we reach it?
Not from here.
Excuse me.
Alright.
Oh, what's behind there?
Pain, suffering,
Misery.
agitation. Oh, look, a door. I'm blind.
Well,
Actually, I've been
One
hearing a
inner
very
sanctum within
interesting
another.
version of a
Those
Christmas
tapestries.
song revamped for
Looks like more
pagans.
giant.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
Whatever Tyr did for them must have been
It's
big.
a white Christmas after all.
No. God rest ye merry pagan folk, let nothing you dismay. Remember that the sun returns upon the solstice day. The growing dark is ending now and spring is on its way. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy.
You do know that pagan is in itself, like, they've given it the name paganism, but it's
It's a variation of
of
a bunch of,
multitudes
yeah.
of it literally just
It's basically Wiccan.
it literally just means non-mainstream religions.
Who are they?
Yeah,
Pagan just means it is not a
you practice religion in a
practice.
non-traditional sense.
yeah.
So
that's-
in a sense, I could call myself a pagan Christian because I don't practice Christianity in the traditional sense.
technically, yeah.
But I do have some Christian tendencies.
Boy, this is the rune for Jotunheim.
That's right. And look, we're on the other side of the door.
The upside down door.
What are you thinking?
Stand back.
Okay.
He's going to do something that literally makes no sense whatsoever, but he's going to do it anyway. Only Kratos thinks like this.
what's moving?
Smash the button. Smash the button. Smash the button.
Extraordinary. The whole room is built on some kind of axle.
There's chains on both sides. Without those,
We can flip the temple.
all right.
What now?
You heard him, Mimir. We're going to flip the temple. You know, like Kratos do.
Uh-oh. Things are happening.
Ah, they're friendly.
They are.
Okay. I don't think they're attacking. Want me
Of
to read
course
this one?
not. We're friends.
Go on. Read. Boy, on the statues.
I see them. It says void.
Ah, I was going to say void.
Now right.
Ow.
Are you quite sure flipping the temple is the only way to reach them, whatever it is?
You said there would be a path. The temple can be flipped.
Therefore, we flip the temple. The logic is unassailable.
Hey,
Mimir uses words I don't understand.
Ah, not
What,
sure what
unassailable?
happens when we recklessly
Yeah.
upend a room that's rooted to 8 other
basically means
realms.
unarguable.
I'm curious, of course.
Ah,
The logic is sound.
To imagine
It's
it gets us to
unassailable.
Jotunheim.
why couldn't he just
I
say
don't wanna
that?
leave.
Because we're in the past.
Perhaps you and Tyr
So
are
they
the same
talk
kind of
like they're
mad.
from Shakespeare. You're not going to hear someone say, "Hey, how's it going, man?" Here.
Well, no, I don't mean that, but like, it's a sound plan. Like, are those words that were not available back then?
Another one here.
They just didn't speak that way
His name
back
is
then.
Brigham.
It's a
I
baby.
think Mother said he was the king of the giants.
Aye, that he was. And quite a bit more.
Looks like he had a lot of kids.
That, little brother, is what we call an understatement.
Dead, but nobody killed him. Do giants die from old age?
They may, though it's rare among the legends.
Oh, by the way, this is the origin of your burying people under a tree. Comes from
Yes.
Norse mythology.
Yes. I very much like the idea, but I've kind of sold myself on the fact that you can put ashes in, like, glass
Again with
work
the
or
death trap.
even some metal work. And I really want to be a family heirloom, a sword, passed through generations. That's your grandma. That's your great-grandma. I don't even know how great she is, but she's a sword. I mean, hey, put my ashes to something. Yeah.
Easy peasy.
I'd have thought, brother. Why don't you let the lad carry me for a while?
And let you miss this? No.
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Is that really like the first thing? Was that a dog?
Elephant.
Okay, it almost looked like a bored dog thing for a second. But did we just get our first dose of, like, humorous Kratos? You're enjoying this.
Open sesame. What is this? Heavy rune attack. Smash! And go forward. I like Tartarus Rage too much. Speaking of which, can we upgrade it? Yes, we can. I see it now. Hey.
Jay, we made it.
Time to do what you do, brother.
Health for later. Boy. Thank you, boy. You are always so helpful. It's too bad I'm going to have to kill
It's
you.
a fragment of a language cipher. We
Sorry,
should
it's
look
family
more like
tradition.
this. Until gods grow good.
Could be quite a wait.
No, they're just waiting for us.
Aww. How
Yeah.
naive.
I would say after you had your little moment of being a prick, sure. Look, I work out, but even I think Kratos is too strong. Oh, buddy.
Ready yourself, boy.
I'm ready.
We
blades are so much better. Like, I love the axe, don't get me wrong, but fighting-wise, the coverage that these blades give makes defending way easier. You don't have to worry about clicking to defend. The axe, you kind of have to rely on the shield. Hey, you look familiar.
Where's the big guy?
Come this way where there's fire. Exactly. Just let the work do it. Burn for your transgression. Although I think they just do more damage.
First time chatter. The Blades of Chaos are iconic. The Leviathan act is great, but it just can't compare, and honestly never will.
No, I totally agree. I think I love the origin of the axe better than I like the origin of the blade, because the love connection between him and his wife is really great. Especially because it speaks loads about how Kratos has changed. That he cherishes the axe so much.
Also, hello Joy Boy! Thank you for chatting in the stream. First time chat alert. I hope you enjoy it. Welcome to the Dragon's Den. I am Dragon Mom. This is Dragon Dad.
Hello.
And his favorite franchise Mondays. One of my favorites is God of War. Even though he's the one playing the game because I suck.
So I play the game and choose them sometimes. Our next favorite franchise, I believe I'm going to do a Digimon game.
Though I do play the rest of the week. On Tuesdays, sometimes I stream the D&D game if I'm able to. If not, sometimes it does get skipped. It's more like a podcast. Thursdays, I do Throwback Thursdays where I'm doing Kingdom Hearts 2. I'm doing pretty well on that. I made it to the land that never was. Finally beat Roxas.
Ah, sure.
How dare you attack him while I'm talking? And then Fridays, I do Friday with Friends, so that's normally just a bunch of online games like Keep Talking and No One Explodes, or Phasmophobia, or Killing Floor, or Uno, just something that's online with a bunch of crazy people that I happen to be friends with. Or anybody who wants to play. And then Saturdays, I'm doing new game Saturdays, so new-ish games. Right now, it's Echoes of Wisdom, which I just finished Goron, and I just am climbing the mountain to, the Lorraine Peaks. So, it's so fun.
I will admit, though, hammering people with the giant axe is quite fun.
It's satisfying,
Like,
in a way.
the Blades of Chaos are cool and better, no doubt. But the idea of Kratos just smashing people to bits with an axe is kind of hilarious.
Run! Good job. I got nervous there for a second. I also really like to watch him play harder games like this, even though they're like one of my favorite franchise, because I usually play for the story. I watched Jacksepticeye play this and Ragnarok at one point, but I can't remember the full story of it, and I am a huge, Norse history person. To the best of my ability, history is not my best subject, but it interests me, to no end. Also, I hope you've had a happy Thanksgiving. Welcome to December. Where soon it's going to be all Christmas, holly, and sparkles. Hopefully not death.
I mean, there's always death, but that's just a part of life. It's what makes life worth living.
Sorry if I'm talking your ear off. Don't celebrate Thanksgiving where I live. Is it Europe coast or somewhere further along? Because I have a friend who lives in Europe. Well, Discord friend. The Caribbean. Ooh! Dude, I'm kind of jealous.
We actually have friends from our church that lived in the Caribbean all their lives. They're Caribbean citizens, and then they moved to America.
I think you can make that.
Yeah, I think so. I think this is, yeah. So I just gotta time it right.
That's awesome. Yay!
No, that's not
Ominous.
terrifying and ominous. Just random.
It's okay. It's a triangle. Maybe it's the Triforce. I mean, apparently all kinds of
truly do dream
mythologies
this part.
mix
I
in this
know.
game. So,
You know, they still have no idea what they're planning on doing for the next one.
oof.
This one always is annoying because I really don't know how to time it well. You kind of have to run and just hope you make it.
Ooh.
I
Ooh.
can't believe we're so close.
I, for one, never
Egypt
doubted
is the
it.
popular theory.
I wouldn't mind
Leave
that because I
them
think it would be the
peace.
easiest option because there's so much of a pantheon there to use.
Since this game was originally planned to be set in Egypt.
But I don't know. Something tells me with all the fan base wanting it to be in Egypt,
Another piece of
they
the
might
puzzle
not
cipher.
do it because I've known a lot of companies to try to resist fan input for whatever dumb reason.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure we missed out on evolutions because of that.
Yeah, too many people want new EVs from Pokemon, so nobody
like-
ever does one.
They were on a system, they were on a pattern, and then they had to break it, and we didn't get any new Eevees. Though we did get Eevee by stone evolution for all of them.
Which made things a lot easier. Well, no, you still have the friendship ones.
True, I mean, that's a given. And then with
And
Sylveon,
Sylveon.
is just, you have to make sure you have a fairy type move, and then evolve it. Or have it get to a certain level. So just leave baby doll eyes on it, and it'll turn into Sylveon. Which also means if you want Umbreon or Espeon, you gotta take baby doll eyes off. It can't have any fairy move whatsoever to evolve into those two. But I did like how like the Leaf Stone and the Ice Stone were then used to evolve. Because I didn't like how I started in Gen 4 and I was like the Moss and the Ice, but Eevee wasn't until post-game.
I'd be okay with Egypt though, but honestly, I would really like it if they would keep to the Nordic stuff and go Celtic.
Ooh!
I think that's an untouched gold mine of mythology they could take from.
Not to mention all the dragons. And we've already seen a dragon in this game.
And clearly, like with, you know, the accent we're getting from Mimir, it would work.
That's true, however, Santa Monica Studio has a trend of giving people what they want but delivering it in ways people don't expect, so we could still get Egypt as the next direction. It could be delivered to us in a way we don't expect.
Well, that's true. It could be perhaps that the Egyptian pantheon is actually traveling, so we don't go to Egypt, but we fight Egyptian deities. So who knows? Honestly, I'd be okay with the idea of of Anubis getting beyond his britches and trying to, cross to other places.
I do want to see Anubis.
That's because you're a furry.
Hey! I would also like to see Raw.
I mean, it's still feathers.
Shut up. Yeah, Celtic mythology would also work if in that Mimir is Huck Robin Goodfellow, hence his accent.
Even though technically Mimir in actual mythology is not supposed to be where he's from in this game, but we're gonna let that slide. Because it's fun.
He's the Navi of this game. Well, and kind of your son, because he'll have a bit of an attitude about, how about this way?
Well, he's kind of he's your brother. He's your, he's the uncle of your son.
No, I meant the son. The son will have an attitude and be like, I think it's this. And then he'll give you the direction, like, or that. Watch out!
You're a pain in the butt, you know that? You're just sitting over there taking pop shots at me, throwing snowballs like we're in the Christmas season or something. You think fire stops me? I've literally been to a fiery hell.
But yeah, Celtic mythology has no real media delving into it, mainly because a lot of the data on it has been lost.
True, but the other aspect of it is also because people really like to fantasize Celtic mythology. Like, let's face it, the main one people even think about is Nessie, and she's not even mythology. It's like the only thing people even know about Scotland is, oh, there's the Loch Ness Monster. It's like, of all the history Scotland has had, we only are remembered for our monsters.
Well, aren't there also Celtic Vikings? Because there's the different, like, genres of Vikings.
Well, they're not called Vikings, but there were people like the Vikings
Ship
in
sailors.
Celtic. Yeah, there were the type of invader slash, like if you look at what's it called, How to Train Your Dragon,
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
those are based on Scandinavian Vikings, even though the horns are not part of actual mythology or history. But they've given them all like Scottish and Irish accents because it's the concept of that there were Viking-like people in Scotland and Ireland in ancient times.
Favoring the runic, my butt. Look at all the points it takes away.
Well, it's because ours is upgraded.
Exactly.
So if I removed this, there we go. So it is an improvement.
Plus, whoa.
There it is.
Yeah.
There we go. Improvement.
Nice. That's a lot of improvement.
Alright. That's the way I want. Yes. Yeah, because that's the way I just came. So I got
Yeah,
myself all
so-
turned around.
That's literally what I was about to say.
Run for it, Kratos.
Run, baby, run. Run for your
An
life.
army of statues.
I don't think they're the kind that come to life, if that's what you're worried about. Tyr often said that in the world of peace he envisioned, the only soldiers he'd need would be statues. Bless his heart, but the bugger did take himself rather seriously, didn't he?
That is pretty cool, though, because it's reminiscent of the Terracotta Army. Ooh, that'd be a cool one, too, because they showed the Japanese sword in another God of War game. I would love it if they went to Japan.
Brothers, I know what I
I
promised.
was about to say,
but in
weren't
case
one
they
of those
fail,
ruin symbols on a
Tyr had good cause to
magically
make these obstacles.
tier thing
He
did
sent Jotunheim
where we
to
saw
build
his
breach,
Greek
but
symbol as
all
well?
that
Was
Yes,
it one of
there were
those?
4 of them. One was from Japan, one was from Scotland, one was from
Greece.
Egypt, and one was
That's
from
what the
Greece.
rune on the door to this place was telling us.
Oh, no, one of them is Norse.
That was the one in the center.
Oh, right. For the 4 outsides.
But yeah, so
Japan would be dope.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
there's so much they could do with Japan.
That
like-
would be so cool.
plus, I want Kratos to get his butt kicked by some samurai.
Lift with
Like,
your legs,
this is the
brother.
time period where the samurai were still around, so this would be perfect.
Death battle. Kratos versus Sekiro. Or whatever the name of the guy you play.
No, Kratos versus Ninja Gaiden.
Death battle.
Get on that death battle, because now that's all you are, because Rooster Teeth is gone. So it's just called Death Battle now.
On the day that brute force is the answer, I'll be quite happy to be on your side, brother. And we're not dead. That
See that, Mimir? Nobody could do all this alone. All these obstacles. They're just chances to prove we're the ones who can beat them. We may argue. Me and Father, you and Freya, Brock and Sindri. But when we all work together, we do make a good team. And that's Tyr's test. That's why we're gonna make it to Jotunheim.
do you hear that, brother? Lad's found his equilibrium.
What does that mean?
He means you speak wisely, Atreus. And that is good to hear.
Praise! Finally, praise! That's good, Dad. That's good, Dad. Good job.
It only took him, 75% of the game to get an actual vote of praise from Kratos, but hey, better late than never.
Good, Dad. Head pats.
Oh, right. Boy. Stab it.
Boy, your knife.
That was close enough. Pretty.
It's a rock. I like shiny
I got
rocks.
a rock.
What have we got?
We're past Halloween,
Travel stone.
which is sad.
Let me see.
I like pretty rocks, but not diamonds. I think they're overrated.
Great how dumb those others. That's the Unity Stone.
You know it.
I wasn't sure it existed. If Tyr possessed this, that
And you're supposed to
explains
know
how he
everything.
visit all the realms and other lands.
Why?
to boot.
Smartest man alive, huh?
He's missing an eye. Give him some credit. Half of his
Look.
knowledge is gone.
Blindness does not create lack of brain power.
For him,
Yes,
it does.
That's it. I understand now. It shows Tyr walking the realm between realms. You know how you must never stray from the path? Well, Tyr always followed his own path, if you catch my meaning.
We're gonna jump! Because Kratos loves jumping off cliffs.
A path to Jotunheim.
Aye, we're going to Jotunheim.
I'm not calling you brother.
Tyr's shrine showed him stepping off the branch of the world tree.
Follow me, brother.
The secret path to
I've already been called your sister many times, and it's hurtful.
Oh, aye. In fact, my little sister, no less.
Isn't it?
They didn't even think you were in college.
Good. I am more than a day of
That was a great day for me, but a terrible day for her.
In due time, boy.
Really?
Don't you need the red one or no? Do-
Okay.
Where do we go?
Oh, we go back. I was just having fun. We're already here. We don't actually have to use this.
Why the heck? You trickster.
Because it's fun.
Yeah, play pranks on your wife all you want.
I will. That's the point of getting married, so you can play free pranks.
No, we have not found the alchemist yet.
In fact, we might not ever, because it doesn't seem to be our path in life. You seem to be going main story plot only. Let's see. Where are we supposed to head?
Follow the handprint. Which is currently in the middle.
Oh, so we don't even have to leave.
No,
Oh.
it's the realm between realms.
That's right. That's
You
right.
just said we had to go jump.
Yeah, there it is. Realm between worlds.
So just click one.
If you're thinking about hurling us all into the void, I hope you're quite sure.
Wasn't it your idea? Find our own path, right?
Bollocks.
Ha ha!
Take the Unity Stone to the precipice.
This is where Tyr stepped beyond, and the Unity Stone protected him.
Use it on your boy.
Let's
Use
go,
it on your
brother.
boy. Use it on your boy.
Well, if this is it, lads, it's been an honor.
Our faith head.
There we go! This is the second time I've done this kind of fall. Third time, actually.
Didn't even jump, just fell forward.
He did it in the first and the second game. No, and the third game. No, I think he's fallen to his doom in all games. Oh, look at that.
How can I be so nauseous without a stomach?
It's in your throat.
That was great.
Look,
The tower.
The gods of Olympus have abandoned me.
Amazing. How do you hide
So I'm gonna
something that
fall to
exists
my
in all
death,
realms?
but not really.
Cast it out of any realm to
It's
the
gonna
space
create a very
between.
confusing video.
Clever old Tyr.
I can't do a deep voice, but can you say that line in the deep voice?
It's not like you go through Vanaheim to reach the
Well,
midgard.
actually, at this time, he was doing this voice. So it was the gods of Olympus have abandoned me.
Tyr's little challenges
'Cause he
aren't
didn't
as
have,
simple as they appear.
I have noticed.
This actor, which is Christopher Judge in this one. The original actor had a lot higher pitch, because he was kind of creating a younger, angrier Kratos.
Yes, but I thought that line was still said with a little more somber versus anger.
This is sparse.
And again, he was nothing but anger.
Yeah, the problem with, like, I love the classic actor, but his quiet scenes were not very quiet, because he was still angry all the time.
Clank, clank, clank.
What's that?
not trick me, or I will destroy you.
It's absorbing.
So even when he was
Stone's
being
energy.
quiet, he was still being very rough and aggressive.
Is it moving?
But that's how we grew up with
Knows
Kratos.
what to do.
But personally,
Stone served its
I
purpose
love Christopher
without
Judge more,
falling to your spell.
and I have no shame in saying
What
that.
happens now?
No idea, brother. But after that fall, I'm sure we're past the worst of it.
Not to mention, I just love Christopher Judge. He's an awesome
The
actor.
light! Oh, the light was not welcoming.
Yeah, let's go.
Divide the gauntlets of the realms. Yay! Thank you so much, Joy Boy, for the follow! Welcome.
Thank you, thank you.
Welcome, new Hoardling. Here in the Dragon's Den, we don't hoard gold, well, technically bits, and we don't hoard gold coins. We hoard friends. And by following, you are an honorary Hoardling.
Looks like Alphon.
Fucking hell, that alert scared me. Sorry! The roar of victory of becoming the Hoardling. We did not mean for it to frighten you. If you wish to join your other Hoardlings in conversation or topics and discussions, feel free to check out the Discord channel that's in the description. We'd be happy to have you there. You can post your own notifications, pictures, funny stuff. We talk in the main server about different things. We'd be more than happy to have you. OMG, these Dark Elf Lords were so annoying in
Oh,
this
I
game.
hate these guys so much. This
I
is
did
my
too.
least.
When I was playing in the beginning, I hated these guys with a passion. Especially because I just couldn't figure out the controls.
Because they don't even let you cheese them by just throwing the axe at them. So you have to actually avoid, dodge, and avoid, dodge. It's such a pain in the butt.
I believe this puts me at 179. I am getting closer to the 200 goal. I'm slowly but surely making progress. I don't need to be famous. I just want to make people happy. I want to build a community of people who love to see me get angry at video games.
Ah, finally.
Have a good laugh. A good discussion.
Alright, you. Your friend's done. I mean, it's just you and me.
Shoot him, boy. Get on his back. Do something. But at least they're not as bad as the satyrs from God of War 3.
Okay, yeah, no. They will forever take the cake. That and the freaking harpies, because they're always out of range. Like, I appreciated that the harpies had little to no health, but I hated the fact that they were flying, and flying monsters in that time of period when it comes to video games were so hard to hit, because the game just did not let you hit them.
I felt that one, brother.
Oh, did you now?
They're mine!
Yeah, it's too bad we can't push him out the door. But then again, he flies, so that really wouldn't have done much anyway.
I've had it with you! Just die!
Punch him into oblivion. Punch, 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 punch.
That was tough. Where do you
Hey, that's pretty good.
Obvious. Hate those guys so
Hey,
much.
that's pretty good.
Oh no! We're back in hell?
Oh, dear.
Yep, which
Here they
means good. That means I can just use my Blades of Chaos and I don't ever have to bring out the axe.
Well, this is most certainly a gauntlet.
This is nothing. You should go to Muspelheim.
Fight.
It's endless.
Oh, is that where the...
That's where the extra stuff you can earn is, where if you wanted to have really good equipment.
like his blacksmithing thing,
Yeah.
that area?
It's not very needed for the this level of difficulty we're on, but if you're playing like the harder difficulties, then yeah, you definitely want to go to Muspelheim because you want the better equipment.
Whereas we're mostly just playing through for storyline. I'm sure eventually down the road we'll run out of games to play and we'll revisit and we'll purposely play on hard mode so that we can entertain y'all better.
Oh, absolutely. This game will never not have replay value.
And I have Ragnarok, so after Digimon, maybe we can revisit.
Probably, yeah. I'd like to, take breaks in between franchises, otherwise, can't come back to them as quickly.
True.
Plus, it, creates the anticipation of the time skip that happens in between the games.
I don't know what Santa Monica Studio were smoking when they made the Satyrs in God of War 3, but they were so bullshit, Lamau. They literally blocked everything, even your Rage of Sparta attacks, Lamau. They were an unnecessarily broken mob.
No, I definitely agree. Though, I will say, besides the ones I just fought...
Come on, oh, God, where did he come from?
I think this game has probably the least amount of irritating fights, except for those...
Save a horse! Ride a... Mooner. Is that how you say it? I don't mean to butcher the names. Then again, you're already butchering them.
I'm not fighting.
No, that's...
I know, that's what I'm saying, is you said save a thing and ride a Moonar, but I'm not fighting Moonar, I was riding the troll.
Oh. Save a horse, ride a troll.
There you go.
This is also why you're here, to correct me. Whew. Stop, drop, and roll. Stop, drop, and roll. Stop, drop, and roll. There you go.
Why I always use that one, because it's the most useful. You boost your axe's damage and slack at everybody.
Onto his head.
This is a cool finish, but I wish they didn't make it for every single time, because it was more fun when you had different finishes for each fight.
It's true. Smushed his brain. Joy Boy, I love your commentary.
You stopped. I think it's over.
I love when the chat makes it funny.
Where are we? That's a good question, Amir. Let's go find out.
Look, we're back in Midgard. There's the bridge. We did it. The tower's back where it belongs.
Now Tyr's travel room can take us to Jotunheim.
Yeah, but I guarantee you people are going to be pretty upset about it.
Some remnant of primordial Jotnar creative essence. The stuff all realms were made of. The Unity Stone must have been fashioned
Oh,
from that essence.
yeah.
Yeah, the Wolvers, yeah.
Wolver's death animation is crazy. Kratos just peels their fucking lower jaw off. Lol.
I think...
That's not even English. You can't fault me for not knowing it.
Binds all realms together.
Why would he use those strange runes, though?
Now you mention it, he wouldn't.
But, I mean, I guess it does look like wolves. Wolvers.
Yeah, Wolver.
I'm not the most intelligent when it comes to the English language.
It's the kind I still can't read.
Oh, I need the other ciphers, that's right. Before I can
We need
unlock
one
all of them.
more. One more cipher.
Yeah, you definitely, if you're going to fight the Valkyries, you definitely need to do that side quest, because if you light them all, they give you a little token that makes Valkyrie damage less. So, very helpful.
We probably missed a lot of Odin's ravens.
Oh, absolutely. I hate the Ravens are
They're not
just,
obvious.
they're
But,
just
like,
a little fun little side thingy that they invented. It's just like in the old games where you'd find the little, the hidden breakable pots and such.
fellas sure love to make a racket, don't you?
These are all just collector's things so you could say you
ooh,
got it.
our one.
Do for you?
Nah, just glad you guys worked it out.
Ah. Well, I could say the same to you.
Ha!
I guess I was getting a bit full of myself.
Told him what he needed to hear, how's it sounds to me.
Just the same. I'm sorry for how I spoke to you, Sindri. You forgive me?
Already have. Like you said, it all worked out. Now, let us get back to work before I get sentimental.
Oh.
Definitely one of the best characters in just God of War history of the two dwarves. Like,
You or me?
Yormi.
Top 10 anime reunions.
I don't know what we'll find when we get to
Wait, is that-
Jotunheim, but we must cover our
What?
He's
tracks.
talking about the dwarves.
Odin's ravens will
Jormungandr?
travel the Guitar's restoration,
Oh.
and we
Yormi?
mustn't let our efforts be to his benefit.
Very well.
I'm not the brightest berry on the bush. Top 10 anime reunions. I would definitely put at the very end of the Inuyasha series when she comes back through the well and they like, you know, that's their like main kiss scene. It's not their first kiss scene, but it's their like main last one to really finish it off. Like she had been gone for so long that they finally just reunite. I think that's an awesome one.
Really? I think the best one is Full Metal Alchemist.
I didn't say it's best. I would just say up there.
Oh, well. I'd say another top 10 would be Full Metal Alchemist Classic, the movie, when Edward Elric goes back to the original realm, or the original world he's from, and re-meets with Winry. And he's injured his leg again.
This is it. Here we go.
So...
I'm trying to think of others, but I don't really have any.
I'd say Bleach, during the rescue arc, when he rescues, I forget her name, but when they meet at the execution block, that's a really, really nice scene.
I'm trying to think what counts as a reunion.
Sorry, lads. Thought that would-
Reuniting after
What
a
did Odin
distance
do
of
with your
time.
other eye?
Well, duh. But I'm trying to think, like, in the animes I've seen, what's a good one?
We've come so far.
Oh, Sword Art Online.
Look, bit of a long shot.
Yeah, it doesn't count
Kirito
as a
and
reunion.
Yeah, it is. Because she's stuck in the fairy realm for the second season, so they split apart after the beginning.
Yeah, that's right. Rukia. Thank you. Yeah, that was a really cool reuniting when he finally gets his Bankai and basically makes fools of all of them. Because they all mocked him because he was only a half spirit guy. And they're like, ah, now this guy's kicking our main guy's butt like it's nothing.
They can do
Hey guys, question for you. Anyone know where we can find Mimir's other eye?
Oh. That's... I'm sorry. As a matter of fact, Odin asked me to... He wanted me to build a... He showed it to me, you see, and I... Declined. Sorry, will you excuse me?
Well, that was useless.
You know, it was about that same time that Odin came around looking for me to build a statue with some sort of hidden compartment. Now, that not being a weapon and the Aesir being a bunch of pock-speckled cockers, I too saw fit to decline.
Brock is
But I
best
know we got
character.
it built just the
You know,
same.
hands down.
What was the statue?
It's that one of Thor out there flashing his sack to the lake.
Which looks nothing like
Statues of
Thor
the
in this
Serpent
game.
Eight.
Sorry about that. Feeling much better.
How are we supposed to look inside the snake?
Inside? Oh no!
I apologize to anybody who might be watching the stream hearing him throw up, if that triggers anybody. My sister is the same way. She hears it, or even just the word throw up, and she
Well,
gets that way.
In fairness, the last time we saw your sister, she was pregnant.
No, not Aspen.
Oh,
Lily.
Lily. Sorry, you said sister. You didn't specify.
The younger sister. Youngest sister, I should specify. Ugh.
Now we get to talk to Yormi.
The 10-year-old. 11 maybe now. I really gotta brush up on their birthdays.
I'll give them credit for this. They made Jormungandr's size very believable.
Oh, such a
And-
beauty.
I think they definitely got Thor's design right. I think I would have been upset if they had made him like the Thor from Marvel, where he's like super buff in the and with abs, because that just doesn't make sense for the time period and the mythology of what it meant to be a Viking or a warrior. He would eat large meals of meats and fats and breads, and then you would go and fight. So you
You're
would have
talking
big
over
bellies.
conversation.
He thinks it might still be in his stomach. And he's open to letting you roll into his mouth to look inside.
Ew. Really?
By the by, he's not wild about it either.
Yeah, it's not the first time we've been inside a monster's mouth. Kind of just
But for him to hold his mouth open while he waits for us, I expected more of a, Lord Jabu Jabu, like, let us approach the mouth, and then it opens.
Nah, Yorman's cool.
He could just hold himself there like a statue.
I mean, he was earlier. When we first met him, he was a statue.
I know, but you'd think after all that time he would want to move around a little.
Who knows? Maybe it's different for very large individuals. Maybe it's just, like, easy to stand perfectly still.
Can snakes flap their jaw?
Oh, man. Do I gotta go all the way around because my... didn't give me the boat automatically? That's a pain in the butt. I'll be there in a second, Yormi.
Look at all those teeth.
Which, I mean, at this point, it wouldn't even be necessary. You can just eat everything in this world whole.
It's so bright. That might be due to my settings because I'm blind as a bet.
Well, this game gets really dark when you're in, like, the cave areas.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just a bird. See, this is what happens when you make birds a trophy. You start attacking innocent birds because you think they're from Odin.
The birds work for the bourgeoisie.
I don't get that reference.
It's a meme, I remember. That's about all I got.
Ah. I am not well versed in modern tech.
All the burps are evil. I love it! He says burps too!
According to Alfred Hitchcock, they're gonna destroy the world.
We have a pet burp. He's loud and obnoxious.
He is a macaw.
Who I'm surprised is not yelling. Normally when he hears me streaming, he will yell for attention. There's the boat.
Usually it's on everywhere you go because it's like a automatic thing, but I think this is like a cutscene.
Oh, look at the scales.
I mean, it's not bad, but the fact that you can clearly tell it's just animated.
Okay.
This is a bit of a rough
Obviously, the marriage
sketch.
to Odin didn't last. But how did Frey end up a hermit in the woods?
Enough. No stories. Not while on foot. Our focus is the road.
On foot.
Completely understand. I'll finish later, lad.
They definitely put more detail into his head.
Oh, it's because we went over his body that the game registered thinking we were landing. Ah. I'm here, Yorman. I'm here. You have a very clean mouth, my friend. Oh, you got some plaque over there, though. Here we go.
Here we go.
Exactly. Down, down to Goblin Town. Alrighty. Nothing like swimming through what I only can assume is a multitude of different fluids.
I'm gonna say stomach acid. Where's our light coming from, by the way?
A lantern.
I used to dream about getting eaten.
We have a lantern.
Dreams are nothing.
I'm not afraid. It just reminded me of a way I used to feel when I was a child. Let's find that statue.
Somebody's defensive, aren't we, kid?
I don't blame him. Oh, the Bifrost lantern. That would make sense.
Would explain why it's a light blue.
Smells not as bad as I thought it'd be. Bit like heather ale fermenting. Rather pleasant, actually.
You're so weird. The water kind of burns in here. That is water, isn't it?
Aye.
Stomach acid.
Now put your hands back in it, boy.
I'm about to say, watered down, you mess with the pH level, and you can make it not as acidic. So, yes, it's still burning, because it's a giant snake's stomach fluid, but still.
Yeah, but we didn't start the fire. It was burning since before the world was turning.
There, the hammer.
Well, that was a kind of pointless chest to get, really. It was just there to say, hey, something other in the stomach than what you have to do. See, that looks nothing like Thor.
I would hope so after being in a snake's stomach. Jormungandr has quite the diet.
Yeah, I wonder if he tastes anything. I mean, with that giant tongue, I'd hope so, but it doesn't seem to bother him.
I appreciate the punctuation and getting the 2 little dots over the O so that it is spelled correctly.
Yeah.
That attention to detail I am pleased with.
For a person who doesn't quite understand the English language as she claims, she's very nitpicky about language.
I'm not nitpicky. I was just saying I appreciate it. Like, the effort to put those specific things in is nice. I like when people do that.
Like I'm missing. It's clearly where I'm
Not
supposed
gonna
to
make
go.
that.
But,
Oh, the zip line. I think something has to come up. Because he says not gonna make it, which means you can't go up that way.
oh, I see. So I must have forgotten to do something.
You're welcome. Is that a frog?
Oh, there it is. Wait, so if you believe the mythology of Jormungandr, he never ever grows old because every time he gets to the next point, you know, where he is fighting.
Forget something?
Recall your
Oh,
axe.
every time he's fighting Thor, he then goes back in time when he's struck by Thor, which means he can never move past that part in his life. He will forever continuously fight Thor and then be sent back in time. That's a nightmare. Poor Jormungandr.
Oh god, and it started again. It's that time of year when Christmas music plays on repeat in your head even if you don't want it to.
I hate to imagine the kind of Christmas music you're imagining while inside the belly of a snake.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Maybe you should stick that in my head for safekeeping. Gently now, gently. Thank you, brother. You don't miss depth until it's gone.
The depths of that statement.
Pun intended?
Yes, poorly, but yes.
Now we can decipher those Nephilim rings.
Hey!
Here too.
Trilingual.
You wanna go?
You know, there is that age-old question of, would you rather be a master at your own language but can't learn any other, or know all the other languages but not know a single thing of your native language? To which I always answer, I'd rather know every other language fluently and not retain my own, because there are ways to get around that.
Is intact.
Like, you know a little bit of Latin and you know sign language, so I could easily communicate with you
There's no stopping
in that form.
Laddie,
True,
have you ever
but-
heard the term tempting
I don't know. I'd probably prefer my own, to be honest, because I don't practice the other languages enough to make them useful. So,
Well, also think about it. If I was fluent in every other language except English, which I'm not even good at, I could be the world's best translator, just not to English. So I can do like Spanish to Japanese, Japanese to German, German to Russian. Talk about the United Nations having a really good translator until it came to English.
I say, except for the English part, which is a universally used language.
Presence is upsetting Jormungandr's belly.
No. Something is wrong.
Something is wrong. What did I miss?
I think the only other language that's spoken as much as English is French and Spanish.
Actually, I believe Mandarin is topping the list.
Is he getting hit?
I have to check on that, but
We must hurry.
in the U.S., it's Spanish.
I meant just universally, like worldwide. I think French and Spanish, besides English, are the most common. Well, Mandarin might be fourth.
The board shifting! I'm gonna...
Let's see. Top 10 languages by total number of speakers. English with 1.515 billion total speakers. Mandarin Chinese, 1.14. Hindi with 609 million. Then Spanish with 559.
Oh.
Then Standard Arabic, then French, then Bengali, then Portuguese. There should be like two more. I want to know the top 10.
I'm good.
He's just covered in snow.
I'm getting kind of used to this. What happened to him? Something we did?
Number 9 is Russian.
No, it was nothing we did, boy. We have company. We have company.
Number 9 is Japanese, and number 10 is... Oh, I can't. I don't know how to pronounce that.
All right, everybody, get ready for the end.
This is the end?
The end.
Oh, no. Oh, that's right. Ragnarok is the continuation of it. Ah!
Freya. We can still trust her. Right?
Until we know for certain, keep your distance.
The world's serpent. What's happened here?
We hoped you would know.
You are far from home.
I'm looking for my son. The two of you. You helped me see things more clearly.
You do not know where he is then?
No. But the woods and fields speak his name. I know he walks here in Midgard.
When did you see him last?
Long ago. Before you were even born. Why are you standing so far from me?
Because they're
What's
not
wrong?
staring at you.
Something's happened.
Somebody behind you.
There!
Must be nice to feel no pain. Just walk around deep in the cold waters.
The big snake would bring the two of you out in the open. Do you have any idea?
You will pay for hurting the snake.
What you have cost me.
My boy.
Mother.
Oh, this is an awkward reunion. Should we add this to your list?
Don't go away.
Oh, I'm not going anywhere, Mother.
No, he's got his motivation
I
to
know
kill
that
you
you're
back
still
now, so...
angry. I know that how you feel hasn't changed, but I want you...
How I feel? How I feel?
Also, the ruins on
Poor
Baldur's
choice of
body
words.
say some pretty interesting things when you translate them.
I've spent the last 100 years dreaming of this
Huh.
moment.
I didn't think to do that.
I rehearsed everything I ever wanted to say to you, every word, to make you understand exactly what you stole from me.
I'm kind of on Baldur's side, I'm sorry.
I realize I don't need you to understand anything. I don't need you at all.
No, back off, Kratos. This has nothing to do...
This path you walk. Vengeance. You will find no peace. I know.
You... I'll deal with you later. But family first. This
Get
again.
ready.
Punch it. Punch it.
You have to
I don't care, you don't feel it. You still bleed. I'm sorry, but every parent should be aware that there are times where you just have to say, yeah, I can't do anything now. My kid has made the decision. Especially when your kid is a couple hundred years old.
The tattoos say the following phrases. I am cursed. Light confide me with warmth so that I may feel from my hand. Never forgive. And most importantly, I am a sign of Ragnarok. Ooh! That just adds to this story plot. Oh my god, thank you.
Shove it, Mom.
You might want to turn away, boy. This won't be pretty.
I won't let you hurt him.
No, boy.
I am just so thankful that you translated that for us. That's awesome.
No! Atreus! You're bleeding. Breathe, boy. Breathe!
Not my blood.
Boom! Just like that.
What?
Uh-oh.
The tattoo that translates to I am a sign of Ragnarok on Baldur's neck.
I can feel this.
Yeah.
I can feel everything.
And yet, so she's still upset the fact that he was cured from it, despite claiming that she understands. So she clearly is lying. She has learned absolutely nothing. She literally thinks that they can just somehow get over this.
Did she just resurrect the giant?
Yep. Vanir magic is overpowered. There's a reason they were able to fight with the Norse.
What's going on? Is Freya trying to kill us?
No. Do you hear the wind? We are moving.
That arrow. Baldur punched the mistletoe?
In the quiver strap, yes. Mistletoe harmed him.
Freya said it was wicked.
He's more than harmed. The spell is broken.
He can be killed.
I'm certain of it. It's all coming back now.
Now he remembers.
Well, we don't have to kill him. The problem is he wants it. If he would just leave it be, but he won't.
She's controlling that thing?
Stay out of it! I can reason with him!
No, woman! You cannot! He means to kill you!
Can't stop me! No one can!
Where is he?
I don't care if he kills me. I will protect him. I will not let him die.
I'm watching for the arrow that's gonna pop up at the bottom.
This will all be over soon.
Oh, he's getting closer.
There!
You will stop this now.
Oh, outstanding!
Sorry, I missed the thing. Well, to be fair, Baldur is too far gone by this point. He's lived so long with the insanity that it's become who he is now. I can understand that. Now he just wants to be basically freed. One final battle. Spartan Rage! The curse may be broken, but the man is still broken.
I feel.
Oh, man.
Freezing.
Alrighty. I wonder what that could mean. Lady, I get it.
Freya, we get it. You're his mom, but still.
This is taking you to the next level, lady. You didn't even like Odin, and now you're so hell-bent on keeping this child. You're a god, you could have another one. Your age of menopause never ends.
As that one video game likes to say. Go ahead, take my children. I have the instrument to make more.
Exactly. Like, seriously, Freya, you're not incapable of having another one.
especially with how long you're gonna live.
Exactly. It's like, I understand if you were mortal, because yes, you're probably past your time, but I don't think that applies to gods.
Take your son and go! I can't let you get hurt!
Little late for that, lady. In fact, I think you're causing more damage than your son is.
Ooh, health thing. That could break, blow up.
Stabby. Kratos, I think out of all the characters in video game history, I think you've taken the most beatings.
I'm up here. I'm okay.
I'm doing wonderful. I've never felt so alive.
Stop this! Reba!
I like that they force you to use multiple weapons, though, because it kind of adds to the fun of the final boss fight. This is a far better final boss fight, I will say, by the way, than the one in Ragnarok. Spoiler warning. Because, I'm sorry, the final battle in Ragnarok, very disappointing. I expected far more.
It's kind of like the final Zelda Ganon boss fight where you use most of your items in multiple different ways. Or I like Twilight Princess where you had your classics fight when you possessed Zelda with the tennis. Then you had the beast fight. And then you fought him with your sword one-on-one. After, of course, doing a horse shooting arrow thing.
Okay, the dude's lost his mind for sure. Like, he just jumps up there and starts going, "Mother!"
Such a mama's boy.
He really is. You know, he hates his mother, but he's also, like, a clear example of what happens when a doting mother has a child.
Stay away from my son! You don't have to do this!
Your son's not really giving us a choice. Odin has ordered him to kill us. Nice shot, boy.
Talk about a nice command, too.
That was a good knee. Dude has got some serious martial arts skills here.
Shut up, mother!
I forget how to...
I thought it was one of the...
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, this is a far better final boss fight. Like, this feels like God of War. The Ragnarok game was just disappointing.
Nice shot! That's pretty good. Oof.
Before you die, I want to thank you. Both of you. You've done what even the All-Father himself could not. I've never felt more alive. Ironic, isn't it?
Because I have fought in gods that make you look like you're tiny.
True. He's fought Zeus.
Lady, nobody is listening to you. You're also just as far gone as your son is. Oh, good punches. Oh, good uppercut.
Yes!
Ooh, yeah. Nice combos. Ooh.
Atreus is. Oh, that was a good kick.
Haymaker to a head slam.
He most certainly is learning.
Oh, seriously, lady?
Sindri would have a field day with y'all.
Hey, I just saw his eyes glow.
Well done, boy.
Little bit of a foreshadowing there. Atreus' magic kicking in. See, clearly he is lost. Like, he either wants to kill everybody or he wants to die. He has no middle ground.
Father. Not a threat.
You will not come for us again. You will not touch her.
I don't need your protection.
Can't help yourself, can you, Mother? No matter what I do or say, you won't stop interfering in my life.
I was just trying to protect you. I've made mistakes. I know. But you're free now. You have what you want. Try to find forgiveness. We can build something new.
No. We can't. Because I will never forgive.
I mean, I know they're both grown adults, but I feel like the whole concept of them being gods, I feel like I'm seeing a mother deal with her teenage son.
I have paid. I have paid. But if that alone will make you whole, if seeing me dead will make things right, I won't stop you.
This is a lot different than Kratos versus his parent.
I know.
Look at him limp. Like he is just done. But he's got enough strength to try.
What? No, Father!
I love you.
The first time in his life that man was smiling.
Freya. He chose this.
I will rain down
Yeah, she's not in the ability to talk right now.
every violation imaginable upon you. I will parade your cold body from every corner of every realm and feed your soul to the vilest filth in hell. That is my promise.
He saved your life.
He robbed me of everything.
You did that yourself.
Everything.
Remember what I said about the tattoo, which translates to I am a sign of Ragnarok being on Boulder's neck? Well, pretty ironic Kratos snapped it, showcasing that both literally and symbolically he starts Ragnarok, the end of days.
Yeah, the concept of him seeing snow before he died is him almost excited that, you know, the prophecy was correct.
I love it. And I can't wait to play the next one, but we will take a break in between.
Boy. Listen close. I'm from a land called Sparta. I made a deal with a god that cost me my soul. I killed many who were deserving,
Yeah.
and many who were not.
Yes.
I killed my father.
Yeah, but he was deserving of it.
That was your father in hell. Is this what it is to be a god?
In most mythologies, yes.
Is this how it always ends? Sons killing their mothers? Their fathers?
No.
No, let's be fair. Zeus wouldn't have shown up anyway.
Not those who have been. Who I was is not who you be.
No, Atreus knows why Grandpa
Yeah,
never
you
showed
must
up
be
at the
better.
readings. I had to read for myself.
Look, I can never understand a grieving mother. Look, I understand that, but lady,
Well,
I'm
Those
sorry.
flashes are a little too much.
In her eyes, yes. But she could never make that choice.
Okay, so his ruins are just drawn on him.
Journey, well, I
Yeah,
still
that's not a real
expect-
tattoo.
She probably saw a lot of parenting in that and is like, I'll leave you alone for now.
I don't understand. I know saving her was the right thing. But she seemed all evil at the end.
not evil. You killed her son, lad. Her son. The death of a child is not something a parent gets over easily.
But he was gonna kill her.
She would have died to see him live. Only a parent can understand.
So you'd let me kill you?
If it meant you would live. Yes.
Look, there was no easy choice. For anybody, brother. But I think we can all agree you did the right thing. The world's a better place with Freya in it. Just give her time, lads. She'll come around.
Back to Tyr's temple, then. One last time.
Aye. Jotunheim awaits.
Why did Baldur say we cost her?
Odin must have convinced him that following you to Jotunheim would bring us cure. Lies, I'm sure.
Why did mistletoe break the spell?
Vanir magic is powerful, but its rules are slippery and elusive. I'm sure it makes sense if you're a witch. Oh, it's also bloody tragic. Baldur was the greatest gift Odin granted Freya. The one thing she treasured from their marriage. She only hoped to spare him pain and spare herself loss. Such impulses can lead good parents to make terribly stupid decisions.
Yeah, sorry. That was like one of her dumbest decisions she could have ever made.
Yeah, what Freya did was insane. She knew the consequences that spell had. She rendered him unable to taste, feel, touch, or any physical sensation. His entire nervous system was blocked. Plus, according to Baldur, he had to live like that for the past 100 years. Freya might love her son, but what she did was beyond barbaric and cruel. She'd rather him suffer horrifically than die.
Yeah, she lost it long before Baldur did. And I think more than likely because of Odin, because the fact that Odin tormented her for so long once she discovered his true nature. So her child was her only way of coping. And then of course once she had the child and grew of age, she wanted to protect it. So it was one cruelty onto another cruelty. So really you can really throw it all back at Odin. Which is pretty much what we do.
Freya cannot fight, even to defend herself. No living thing may she harm by blade nor spell. In a world this belligerent, what choice does she have but isolation?
Poor Freya. I guess if I was her, I'd spit in your face too.
Aye, lad. So would I.
All my homies hate Odin.
In fairness, I think everybody, including Odin, is not a fan of Odin. He seems like the kind of guy who doesn't like himself either. That's why he keeps trying to find new logic and new information, because he's trying to prove to himself that he's the greatest.
Just casually walk by the dead body.
He'll be fine. He ain't going nowhere. Honestly, I'd argue that Odin is worse than Zeus, because Odin's doing all this by choice.
Alchemist for something I'm stewing up for you.
There's nothing else.
Smart, you'll find him.
But Zeus was corrupted after Pandora's box was opened. So in fairness, he didn't really have a choice when he became corrupted. Odin did.
According to plan. Go ahead and lock in Jotunheim and we'll be on our way. Probably.
About to say, that wasn't the end. We still have to spread our mother's ashes. Well, to be fair, even before Pandora's box, Zeus still did some fucked up shit, but yeah, I see what you mean.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Zeus is no innocent, but all the gods were affected by Pandora's box, and they just didn't know how to react to it. All of a sudden, the negative emotions they once locked away were released, and they didn't really know how to deal with all of it. And of course, there's Kratos coming by and shoving in their faces his superior attitude, so yeah, they were a little bit unprepared for that kind of personality.
Now, boy.
Because Kratos, like, people love to defend Kratos because they're like, Kratos didn't do anything, but Kratos was a piece of garbage long before he made the deal with Ares. But that's what you were like when you were a military man in Sparta at that time. You thought yourself superior to everybody. You didn't think twice about it.
I would like to know what it's like to just sit on the back of a man's hip and watch as the world, like, moves away.
A word, please, before
buy yourself a body cam and put it on my ass.
I kind of meant like
Listen,
how...
the last thing you two need up there's a decomposing heat ruin in the moment. Why don't I wait for you here? This is between you and the boy.
True. But if someone were to fight...
My lady sips soft, perfect sloshers. You done did it.
Sorry. We had to see this.
Oh, no. No. Fine, damn it. Fine.
Watch the head till we return.
I can do this. No, I can't. Oh.
Okay.
Ready. Come.
Why are you walking back? No, don't walk backwards. Don't walk backwards.
See,
I can't stand it. I can't
plans for
stand it.
you.
I can't stand it. See, I can't stand it when people are constantly turning their camera in a video game, like to look all around while still running in the correct direction, because then it's just like, see what's in front of you.
Did you get the implication of what they just said? He said, boy, do I have plans for you. Please hurry back. Don't flatter yourself. So they're implying he's about to use that head for some head.
Only on this channel. Only on my channel.
Hey, that's what they were doing, and Brock was like, no, that's not what I'm doing. Don't flatter yourself, head.
Look! We're on the giant's fingers. I can see the highest peak ahead. Right over there.
I mean, let's be fair. It's not really a giant's hand, it's a mountain, but...
We did.
Oh, this seems great.
What are you doing?
I have nothing more to hide.
Can we
Brutal.
go now? We're so close.
This was supposed to be a heart-filled moment, Atreus.
Boy,
Look at those arms. The torture Kratos was put through. I don't care how bad of a person he was, like, what was done to him was just cruelty.
Look at him being a father. They both did some learning on this trip.
carry her.
Speaking from personal experience, when you hold your loved one's ashes in your hand, it is a very surreal moment.
Boy,
It's nothing. I just thought I'd hear voices by now.
Well, I mean, it's been a while, but at least they kept
Supposedly
things-
they're all dead.
it's kept it somewhat clean.
Hello? Anybody here?
what is this place?
They must have all come through here when they left Midgard. What was left of them.
Oh, there was a thing on that wall too.
Why carve all these faces?
What if this is all the giants that got out of Midgard alive?
Well, yeah, the
Really
story
many
they're
at all.
telling right here is, look, they're all coming in here. They're all running. They're being told, run, run, keep running. These are the ones who are surviving. They're all fleeing from Odin and Thor.
Odin and Thor, ruining everything for everybody.
Short, sweet, to the point.
Now, in fairness, I will give Thor the benefit of the doubt. He is a very
Girl.
disturbed individual, and he has problems.
Who's the guardian?
So, I give him somewhat of a pass for his
He lives in
horrible
a journal.
personality. But Odin has no excuse.
We got two things to read.
We foresee Midgar's fate, overrun, a second hell. Neither Odin nor his son may reach Jotunheim. The ways must be shut. The serpent and the guardian remain. They alone shall keep our hope. When doom befalls the indestructible, only then shall the guardian return. Until then, we await a better world. One without fear, one without greed, without war. We await for deliverance and justice. We wait for a champion. We will wait for a world where gods grow good. Hope that world gets here soon.
There's another one. Oh. Midgard was a dream of what could be if we shared and collaborated. Okay, yep.
Jotnar,
Yeah.
Aesir, Vanir,
Elf,
Dwarf.
Sorry, I could feel the stutter in the back of my throat. And mortals, most of all. It was beautiful, but not everyone is capable of sharing. Some believe anything uncontrolled is savage and threatening, and so we were mocked, and tricked, and used, and then slaughtered. Odin and his tribe were barred from our realm, but it was not enough. The wrath of Thor and his terrible hammer have thinned our number in Midgard to the brink of ruin. There is no option but to withdraw, and while yet any live to do so. Odin and Thor would have killed all the giants if they could, and they got away with everything. I think this is why audiobook readers read the book first and then speak, so they know when there's like punctuation and exclamation points.
Well, they'll read ahead the page, but most of them read it and then continue on. I mean, some will read the whole book just to get a concept of the story, but you can't really memorize all those words, so you kind of read it by page by page.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Why don't you make it a stream?
Wait!
And that way you can do two things at once.
Something's happening.
Reading streams are very popular right now.
We could try.
And that way you also have something you can do on those days where you don't have the friends if they, ditch you.
They don't ditch. They either have their own streams or they're busy.
That's what I mean, those days.
It's your axe. It's Mother. Look. She's arguing with a bunch of giants. She knew giants?
Plus, if you share your screen, people will love to watch how to record and use Audacity and things like that.
Look, we're on the thing.
Met the world serpent. But
Kratos looks pretty good. Atreus looks bald.
But that just happened. Wait. They knew everything that was going to happen. The dragon in the mountain, the stone mason, all these drawings. This is our story.
No. This is your story.
Ah, the big reveal.
What does it all mean?
A game that's not about Kratos.
The only parent with secrets.
You didn't know. She was a giant. I'm a giant. Why didn't she tell us?
She sent us here, knowing we would find this.
But why not just tell us the truth?
Your mother would have had good reasons.
Basically, he doesn't know what they are, but more than likely it would have, been somewhat explainable.
He was tracking her all along, not knowing she was only ashes.
If she had a plan for us,
deal with it in a second.
I trust it. Whatever it is. Besides, she hasn't been wrong yet. Come on. We're so close to the end now.
Yes. Yes, we are.
Underneath the tapestry.
And he accepts his path, finally reaching the end he thought he deserved so long ago.
Look. It's Mother's. She was here. She saw every step we took before we took it. Like she was always with us. Watching over us. Leading us home. Let's finish it.
I love the implication that apparently all these things we've been seeing where it's telling us where to go were made by her. She was a very busy bee.
A giant hand.
There's a lot of them.
Oh.
This is what happened to the giants. They fell.
Father.
No. We do it together. Son.
First time he ever says it. He has accepted and acknowledged the boy.
I like how her ashes are golden. Filled with her magic.
Music, and I mean, there's just no comparison. This dude is amazing. He made the music for Battlestar Galactica and a few other major television shows you all know. Like, the music is amazing.
Goodbye, Faye.
I love you, Mom. The giants. They really are all gone. There's nothing for us here.
Come.
So, I get that Mother was a giant, which makes me part giant and part god.
And part mortal.
Right. I guess
3
there's
parts.
just one thing I don't understand.
The bridge between worlds.
My name on the wall. The giants called me Loki?
Ooh.
Loki.
Stop spoiling.
That's the name your mother wanted for you when you were born. She must have called you that to her people.
But why?
A question for another day. Let us go home.
Loki is your giant name. Loki is what they will call you when they call upon the god. Atreus is the name that your family and friends will call you.
Last wish.
Guess it all makes sense now. Why she want to end up here? Be with her kind? But did she know it was going to be like this here? Is this what she wanted us to see? Did she want us to tell the people? Or keep it a secret?
I do not know.
So what should we do?
I trust you to decide that.
Oh.
Fun fact, when translated, the ruins on the walls of Jotunheim show the giants referring to Kratos by the name.
No. He was a soldier. A Spartan.
A great warrior?
All
Farbati.
Spartans are great
Farbati,
warriors.
thank you.
We train
Which
from
means
birth.
cruel striker,
Our lives
or
were discipline,
one who deals
duty,
dangerous
battle,
blows
death.
in Norse.
Life
Yeah,
was brutal,
that's pretty on
and we
point.
greeted it grimly.
This is also interesting because in Norse
But Atreus of
mythology,
Sparta was unlike the
Farbuti
rest
is the
of
name
us.
of Loki's father.
He wore a smile even in the
That,
worst of
yeah,
times.
that works.
The Frost
He was
Giant.
happy. He inspired us to hope that though we were machines,
I like how they make it work.
yet
They
there was
integrate it.
humanity in us. Goodness. When the
They
day
had to have
came,
fun some way to make Kratos somehow part of every world.
his sacrifice saved countless
Right.
others and turned the tide in our favor.
Which means, how is he connected to Japanese lore if we do get that?
With all the honors of
Who
Spartan
knows?
custom.
Maybe he.
Maybe another god of war? Because there are.
Remember,
There
he
was
in-
that thing.
I was gonna say, when he was Kratos, he invaded a lot of lands. Maybe a lot of people are pissed.
Who here missed it?
It's so bright.
I I like how they create this heaven aspect of Jotunheim, of the giants. Because it's kind of that writing trope of, like, the land where it all ends, the land where salvation awaits the mother that she awaits to be freed, is a heavenly place.
I mean, what would Atreus of Sparta do?
And what would Loki do?
Huh. That's a weird name. I'm glad we went with yours.
I think this is one of those realm between realm bridges, which is why it's on the heavenly side.
Lads, am I glad to see you. I believe I've reached my limit for dwarven charm.
What happened, Mimir?
They took an uncomfortable number of measurements and then proceeded to bicker about the weather.
Where do you want us to take you?
How about the warm confines
Bear
of anywhere
McCreary.
bloody else?
That's what I was trying to think of. Bear McCreary. He's the one who makes the music for God of War. He also did a bunch of other ones that you all would know if you like them. Battlestar Galactica is one that comes to mind, and there's a huge amount of others. I believe he also did Game of Thrones.
Free dragons!
The Valkyries revealed. Locations of all the corrupted Valkyries have been revealed on your map. I didn't see that on mine because I found them all before I did the end.
Dragon.
Valkyrie. Yeah, and they also show you now where the dragon is too, so.
Free the dragons. Maintaining your equipment and anytime. Ooh! So New Game Plus, we could literally start that with all of our stuff and try to go hard mode. At least we have a little bit of a step up from it. There aren't many accounts of Farbuti in Norse mythology. All we know, he was an entity who was extremely vicious, barbaric, cruel, and angry. The unknowns surrounding Farbuti's character in Norse myth, plus how well his descriptors match Kratos, gives Santa Monica Studio perfect room to make Farbuti Kratos in their world. That is very true. Talk about doing your research, too.
Well, they had to, otherwise the modern world would tear them apart.
For the coming of winter.
You can't make anything these days using real-life inspirations without doing research, because otherwise people say you're just making things up or stealing from somebody else.
Well, it's kind of like some of the animes we watch, like Apothecary Diaries. It's based on real-life, like experiences, but if names or anything matched anybody, it's not to be taken as that exact person. They even give the little warning log at the beginning of each episode, saying all of these, you know, are just meant for this story. It's not actually this person in history.
Well, yeah, because they're trying to tell their Chinese and Japanese audiences that had empires, emperors, and forbidden cities, that even though we're taking some inspiration and creating a world that's similar to that, this is not that world, which means nobody is from this history.
How dare you make me the voice of reason?
Guys?
Just discussing the weather. Bit of a cold snap lately.
What he means is, Fimble winter's upon us, boys. The winter day
How
and all.
dare you make me the voice of reason?
I can feel it in my screw.
Yeah. We heard.
So if you're heading home, try to keep moving, and also to not die.
Or if you're not heading home, same advice.
Thanks, guys.
Do you think there's a fast teleport to
Yeah,
home?
there's one next to our house.
Well, then we can... You know, we're not doing Valkyries, we're not doing Dragons. I mean, I might revisit if I have the time or something, just to get those. What? Oh, you just clicked the thing. But we'll finish up the game, which will finish up our stream, and then next week we'll start Digimon.
Accelerate the Unity Stone.
Yeah, we'll start with Digimon Survivor. I've never played it before, but I've heard good things. It's kind of a mix between a horror game and a strategy game.
Which will be nice. Hopefully I don't freak out a lot.
Nearly as clever as he thinks he is. And he's a collector.
Is that really making you go faster?
The future, he adds it to his
I'm
collection.
pretty sure you can press in a button and you
This is God
run.
of War, which means Kratos has to Kratos roll.
The idea is
You're just stealing it from Legend of Zelda because his roll is faster than his run, and he doesn't have a run dash button until Breath of the Wild.
every potential pocket of
He has a run button!
to eliminate. Even
This
if you've never
is
posed a threat
funner.
before, you may
Play.
think one day you might. So you see,
Kratos.
it's important that we knew before you did.
It's important he was right.
Yeah, I don't think it mattered how fast you crawled. We had to wait for...
Odin collects prophecies, tries to control fate by knowing the future. Maybe he thinks we'll pose a threat someday, or at least he knows we're looking for a way to Jotunheim. Yeah, this is what happens when you don't go into this realm often enough. You get all this stuff after beating the game.
Because you take the long way around.
We're finally home. Feels like a lifetime ago.
Bit drafty, maybe. It's a right improvement over having tree bark in your tadger.
You don't have a Tadger anymore,
I'm gonna
dude.
sleep through winter.
Might wanna fix your roof.
It's a skylight.
Oh, I thought we... Oh, no, that was the little barn thing on the side.
Yeah.
So, my bad. I thought we fell through the roof when...
Look.
Baldur...
These shields are clearly from Skyrim. Just saying.
Oh, there's a blue one up there, yeah.
Yeah, these are Skyrim shields. Just saying. We see you, Santa Monica. We see you.
Okay, this...
Just drop the axe.
Sleep.
Way ahead of you.
Did you take the head off?
Nope, just sitting on him. Years later.
Dun, dun, dun.
The ball.
Look, but he doesn't look any different. So that's how you know
Well,
something's up. Yeah.
years could possibly mean 2, and in 2 years, you don't necessarily age.
You don't.
Exactly my point. I still look like a child. That did not sound like Kratos.
Look, he's thin. That looks nothing like he does in the next game.
Dun, dun, dun.
They add a few pounds.
We did it! We didn't 100% it, but we completed the 2018 version of God of War present day. Now you can go do...
Yeah, but I had the weirdest dreams. Fimbulwinter was ending, and Thor came for us, here at the house.
It was only a dream.
But it felt different.
Way to write it in.
Real. It felt like the future.
Then we
That
will
is your
worry
giant
about it
powers
tomorrow.
kicking in.
Today, there are still things we can do. Come.
Alrighty.
Think we're all good?
Yep. That's all she wrote.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us for Favorite Franchise Monday. That is God of War, the 2018 version of the game. Next week we will start our Digimon journey. What system is that going to be on?
That is on the Switch.
Oh, okay. So that works out perfectly. I don't have to switch out a bunch of HDMI cords. All right. Join me on Thursday for some more Kingdom Hearts as we travel through the world that never was now that everything else is done. And depending on how far I get about halfway through that world. Because there's a lot of people I gotta fight. Oh, God, the gun guy's coming up. First time I fought that guy.
Yeah, Brig.
I relied so heavily on drive. I need to upgrade my drive.
No, your drive is fine, and it doesn't need to be up anymore.
Not that. I hope the mic's picked up that slap. Alright, well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you again soon. Remember, check out the Discord channel if you want to continue the discussions and topics and things like that.